Is your hair getting drier, duller, and just lifeless no matter what you do? Here's something no one tells you. It might not be age. In fact, many women over 60 unknowingly make simple everyday mistakes that steal moisture, flatten shine, and make their hair feel older than it really is. But the good news is that you can fix it quickly, even without expensive salon treatments or drastic changes. In this video, I'll share 7 easy hacks that actually work to bring softness, shine, and life back to aging hair. Stick around until the end because hack number 7 is one that even hair professionals often skip, but it makes a huge difference. Let's start with something simple but surprisingly powerful. Sulfate-free shampoos. If you're still using one with sulfates, that could be the very reason your hair feels dry, rough, or lifeless. Sulfates are harsh cleansing agents. They don't just remove dirt or product buildup, they also strip away your scalp's natural oils. And as we age, our hair produces less oil to begin with, so we really can't afford to lose what little moisture we have. A better choice here is sulfate-free shampoos that are specifically labeled moisturizing or hydrating. Look for ones with nourishing ingredients like aloe vera, glycerin, or coconut-derived cleansers. These are much gentler on aging strands and help lock in hydration without weighing hair down. With consistent use, you'll likely notice your hair feeling softer, smoother, and less brittle within just a few washes. Now that you've tackled the shampoo, let's go a little deeper into your hair care routine with hair masks. As we age, regular conditioners just don't cut it anymore. Our hair needs more and better, something like a deeper kind of nourishment. That's where a weekly hydrating mask comes in. It's like giving your hair a tall glass of water after a long, dry spell. Think of it as skincare for your strands. Masks with rich ingredients like shea butter, avocado oil, or hyaluronic acid actually penetrate the hair cuticle. They help smooth roughness, soften brittle areas, and bring back some of that shine you might have thought was gone for good. Using it is simple. Once a week, apply a generous amount from mid-lengths to ends and leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes. If you want to give it an extra boost, wrap your hair in a warm towel or use a shower cap to trap in the heat. This helps open up the hair cuticle and lets all that moisture sink in deeper. The results aren't just a one-day thing. Most women notice their hair stays soft, shiny, and easier to manage for several days afterward. Incorporating this step into your weekly routine is a small act of care that brings big changes over time. It's like feeding your hair what it's been craving for years, and it rewards you by looking healthier, smoother, and more vibrant no matter your age. Now that your hair is drinking in that moisture, the next step is making sure you're not undoing all that goodness with a rough towel. If you're still drying your hair with a thick, fluffy bath towel, it might be time to reconsider. Those towels may feel soft on your skin, but the truth is that they can be surprisingly rough on aging hair. Over the years, our strands naturally become thinner, drier, and more fragile. So when we rub them with heavy, textured fabric, it creates friction that leads to breakage, frizz, and even more dryness we don't need. Air drying is still the gentlest method by far, but if you do need to blot out excess water, try reaching for a soft cotton t-shirt or a microfiber towel instead. These materials are much smoother against the hair cuticle, soak up moisture without stripping, and help reduce frizz almost immediately. Even better, they don't tug or pull on delicate strands, which makes styling afterward much easier. It's such a simple switch, but the results are noticeable right away. Your hair will feel softer, more manageable, and just a bit more pampered even before you add any styling products. Little changes like this can truly add up, especially when your hair is craving extra kindness. While we're talking softness, there's something else that quietly makes a difference while you sleep. Yes, the pillowcases that you use matters. Cotton pillowcases might feel familiar and cozy, but they're not exactly hair-friendly, especially as we get older. The slightly rough texture of cotton creates friction as your head moves during the night, tugging at your strands and drawing out moisture. For women with finer, thinner, or more fragile hair, this can mean waking up to frizz, breakage, or even little knots that weren't there the night before. Now, switch that out for silk or satin, and suddenly your hair gets to glide instead of snag. These smooth surfaces reduce pulling and friction, which helps keep your strands intact, shiny, and hydrated. It's not just about fewer tangles in the morning, it's about maintaining the softness you've been working hard to restore. And here's a bonus. Silk pillowcases aren't just good for your hair, but they're gentle on your skin too. You'll notice fewer pillow creases on your face, less irritation if your skin runs dry or sensitive, and overall, a more soothing sleep experience. It's a small upgrade with long-term benefits that go beyond the beauty routine. Once your hair's feeling smoother by morning, it's the perfect time to give it a little glow that lasts all day with nourishing oils. Shine doesn't always come as easily as it used to, and that's perfectly normal. As we get older, hair can start to look a little dull or flat, even when it's healthy. But adding just a few drops of the right oil can bring that glow right back. Lightweight oils like argan, jojoba, or camellia are especially good for mature hair. They hydrate and soften without weighing your strands down or making them look greasy. The key is to warm a small amount between your palms and gently work it through the mid-lengths and ends. You can apply it on damp hair before styling to lock in moisture, or smooth it over dry hair to finish your look and calm any frizz or flyaways. It only takes a few seconds, but the difference is noticeable. Hair looks more vibrant, more polished, like it's full of life again, without needing to load up on styling products. This small touch of softness and shine can completely change how your hair moves and catches the light. And if your hair's still feeling a little tired or flat, trimming might be the missing piece. It might sound too simple to matter, but getting regular trims, even just a light dusting, can completely change how your hair looks and feels. When the ends are frayed or split, they don't just affect the bottom few inches. They drag the whole style down, making your hair look dull, uneven, and tired. By trimming every 8 to 10 weeks, you keep those dry ends in check and help your hair look smoother and healthier overall. And no, this doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your length. A good trim is about shaping and freshening things up, not cutting it all off. It's one of those small habits that adds up. A clean edge makes your haircut look more polished, more intentional, and even gives the illusion of fuller, shinier hair. If you've been feeling like your style looks a little flat or unkempt lately, chances are your ends could use a reset. Of course, even with healthy ends, how you treat your hair day to day still matters. That's why your daily styling habits can either undo all your progress or help your hair thrive even more. As the years go by, our hair naturally becomes a little drier and more fragile. That softness and bounce we used to take for granted doesn't always come as easily anymore. It's not just about aging, but it's about how much our hair has been through. Color, sun, weather, and yes, heat tools. Blow dryers, curling irons, and straighteners can give beautiful results, but over time, they also take a toll. Constant heat weakens the strands, saps moisture, and leads to more breakage. If your hair has been feeling thinner, flatter, or rougher lately, too much heat might be part of the reason. One simple shift can make a real difference. Just give your hair a break from heat once or twice a week. Let it air dry fully or partially before styling. Even better if you apply a leave-in conditioner while it's damp. That's your moment to let your hair breathe and recover. And when you do need to style with heat, using a thermal protectant is essential. Think of it like sunscreen for your hair. It creates a protective barrier between your strands and the heat. It won't undo years of damage, but it will help prevent new ones from forming. Look for lightweight sprays or creams labeled as heat protectants or thermal shields. Making this one small change can extend the life of your haircut, help your color stay vibrant longer, and make all your moisturizing and repairing efforts actually pay off. I'd love to know what's one hair habit you've changed over the years that's made the biggest impact for you. Share it in the comments because I read each one. And if you had fun watching this video, you will surely enjoy this next one.